Hi, hello friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Jolene. I like to share all things beauty, shopping, decor, and more. Thank you for being here. And today I have something, I'm going to do a full face of makeup. I have part of it on, but anyway, I'm going to try to make that part quick because the main thing of this video is I've got all these products that are brand new that I'm going to give away, and I also have another set of them that I've used to show you what the makeup look is that I'm giving away. So I have lots of really fun brands in here. So anyway, let's just get to it and we'll see what we got. Okay, friends. First I want to thank you for being here. I appreciate your support so much. If you want to support my channel, you can do so by hitting the like button, subscribing, leaving me a comment. All those things are appreciated, so thank you for that. And so let's just get started, okay? I do already have, like I said, I don't want this to be a really long video, so I didn't want to put everything on, but the only things I'm not giving away, I'm giving away a full face of makeup and doubles in some things, but I'm not doing a foundation because that just depends on your skin color. But what I used was the Mario foundation. So I love this Makeup by Mario. I got this because Ipsy's been upping their game. I got this from Ipsy and I think I might have paid $18 for this when they had one of their add-on sales. But anyway, I did buy a bunch of foundations then just to try some different ones. But this one, I really like it. And what I do, and the next thing I'm giving away, well, I'm not giving this away, but I am giving away an e.l.f. This is the bronzing drops. And what I do is I take, here's the new one, and I take the bronzing drops. I'll just show you one right here. They're just a... there we go. You can see that little dot there. I mix this in with my foundation, and if it just gives kind of a nice little bit of a bronze look. I love mixing this with my foundation, so I hope you like it too. And here's my first product going in the box, ready to be sent to one of you. So anyway, stay tuned for more. The next thing, I did that, and then I also put on I have a Extraordinary translucent powder. This is from Ciate London. Here's the one I used, and it's just a clear, a white kind of sheer. It's very thin and powdery, so it does get on you. In fact, I probably shouldn't. I had this on when I put a little bit on over my foundation, and I got it on my dress. So anyway, you got to be careful with that, but it does kind of smooth out and over I like to use it over my foundation and with my concealer under my eyes. So anyway, I used that. So that's the second product I am giving away. So here we go. We got 2 items. And the next item I have, let's see what we're going to do our face. Let's just go ahead and do our face palette. I'll show you what I got here. So for face palette, I'm actually giving you 3, well, here we go. We need blushes, we need bronzer. So the first thing I'm going to use here is the bronzer. Now, earlier I ran errands all day, and earlier I put this makeup on. Most of it, I didn't do the eyes though, but I just kind of had an easy makeup look. And I've actually been testing these products for the last couple days. So the bronzer I have is the Sculpt Tape, and this is from Tarte. And so we've got, anyway, here's the Tarte shaped bronzing Sculpt Tape, and that's going in the box. So someone will get a brand new one of those. And this is just the you pump it into the thing. I've got some on the outside here. I'm going to just stick it on my face. There is some of it on the outside of this pump. It wouldn't be on the new one, but anyway. Okay, so I just go around my face. I love really bronze looks, so I go for it like big time. Kind of do those. Uh-oh, I went overboard right there. And then I go underneath here. Then I take my bronze brush right here and I just blend it all in. I'm a bronze girl. In my opinion, you can never have too much bronze. Because it just blends in. And I put it all around. I do it all around my face. You know, putting makeup on is like a work of art. So I feel like an artist sometimes when I put on my makeup. And sometimes you don't need to be afraid. Just do it. It all works out. If you make a mistake, you can always fix it. But anyway, so there's the bronze look. I'm going to see if I have any. I'm just going to put these little clips in my hair just to kind of pull it back. There, anyway. So you got the bronze, but I also have in bronze that I'm also giving you is a Natasha Denona. This one, it's this palette and it's got a bronze and a highlighter. And I love this palette. That's what it looks like inside. This one's been very used. I had a hard time giving this up to you, but I'm going to. So this also you can use if you want the powder. I don't need it really, but sometimes I like a powder over the liquid bronze or whatever. So there's that. So the next thing I am going to share is let's do blush. And what I have in here, I have two blushes. So I have the Benetint. Now this is a small, the one I'm using is a larger one, but this one's a small. And I'll go ahead and put this in here for blush. I have another blush too. And also I'm going to put in this Natasha Denona palette. I'm also going to use a highlighter from here too in a minute. But anyway, so we're getting in there. We've got Natasha Denona, we've got Tarte, we got Benefit, Elf, and Ciate so far. And this, I don't know why I have not been using this more. I've had this and I've used it now a couple times this week and love it. It just gives your cheeks just a flush of color that lasts because it's like a stain. You can also use it on your lips, but I don't really like this color on my lips. But what you do is I just kind of do a circle here. Sometimes I bring it back. Just a little circle here on my cheekbone right here above my bronzer. And I've just kind of used my fingers to kind of rub it in a little bit. And kind of go towards my bronzer. So this is going to last you all day. And you can do it as heavy or as light as you want. I did a little bit heavy, I think. But you could just use 1 or 2 little drops. And then also I'm going to give the lucky winner here another blush palette. I was looking for the box this went in. So this is from Ofra Cosmetics. This is the Midi Palette Bloom Blossom Blush. I love Ofra. Ofra is great with blushes and highlighters. This is what it looks like. It's got 3 colors inside. It's got the really light pink, the medium, and the more like dark hot pink mauve color. And I am going to just take a little bit of this because we don't need much. I'm going to take the medium one here and I'm just going to tap it over where I put my blush. Okay, this part will, this does tone down a little bit as we go. But anyway, so there's that. There's a blush from Ofra that's going in here. So we've got adding the blush palette right there. And the next thing I have is highlighter. So the highlighter I'm giving you, I have a small one, but I'm giving you the big one. This is Charlotte Tilbury. Yay, bougie brand here. And this is also like the bronzer from Tarte that I gave you. It's just got a little bit of a, let's see if I can get any in here. It's just got a little, anyway, maybe too much came out. But we'll put some of that on. Okay, and I'm gonna get my brush here. I just kind of blend that in. I sometimes will take and put a little bit of, I like to put a little bit of right in the middle of my nose. I like to put some blush, but this is the highlighter. Then I'm going to go into this Natasha Denona palette, and I'm going to take the highlighter in here. I love this highlighter. You can tell, I don't know if you can see it, but it's been very used. So I'm just going to take that on top, and so there's that. And so Charlotte Tilbury goes in our box with all our other stuff. Here we go. So the next thing I'm going to share is I didn't have a duplicates on eyeliners, so I just happened to have this. It's a 3 set. It has a white and 2 black or coal. Anyway, so it's 3 eyeliners. It's called King Cole. Cole eyeliners are great. So it's black, brown, and white. So anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and put those in the box. One more thing in the box. And so the next thing I didn't share with you, also the primer. I used the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. It's kind of a lot like the Milk Makeup Primer, which is really popular. But anyway, this primer, it's not a full size, but there's a pretty good amount in here. So anyway, that's the primer I'm going to throw in. So I had 2 e.l.f. I had a primer and a bronzer in there. And then for eyebrows, I'm giving you my favorite duo. This is the Benefit Brow Pencil. It's a very thin liner. Let's see where it is. I'm gonna put it in here. So it's a thin liner, and it just, comes up like this. I don't know if you can see the point. Wait. Has a little point. I don't know if you can see it there, but anyway, it's kind of precision, so it just goes on your brows. I think this might be a little darker color than I normally use. And then also, so that's this one. So this goes in the box. And then I use this is also the brow wax. So I usually just use this to just kind of comb up my eyelashes, or my eyebrows, excuse me. So anyway, so you're getting that. So we've got the 2 Benefit items that are going in here. And I don't know if this box is going to be big enough to ship. I'll have to get it some padding too. So, and then one thing I passed up, I wasn't going to do a concealer because that's another thing you kind of have to go with colors on. But I happen to have this small Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer. I happen to love her concealers. So anyway, that was the only concealer I put on today. So I'm throwing that in the box over here. And so now we just have lips and eyeshadow and mascara. So for the eyeshadow palette, this is called Berries and Cream Dreams. This is by Violet Voss, I believe. Yes. And I'm not even going to open this one because I have mine I've used. Mine's been very used. It's just kind of a neutral, but it also tends to have some pinky tones in it, pinky and berry, which I like, so it's right along my lines. So I'm going to create a quick look with this. I'm thinking I'm going to go, don't really have a real dark one. I think I'm going to go kind of these three colors. Wait, this down here, this right here. Might add some of this to the dark one to kind of together for the corners of my eyes. So we'll see. I'll try one look. I don't have any on now. I do have an eye primer, which is something else I didn't add to there. I didn't have any doubles of that, but I'm going to go ahead and do this a little eyeshadow look. And I don't want to take up a lot of time here, so yeah, this video is already getting long. So I think I'm going to just do my look and then come back and show you what the possibilities are with this eyeshadow palette. So anyway, maybe I'll do 2 different looks on 2 different eyes. Anyway, we'll see. Okay, so I'll be back with the eyeshadow look. Okay, so let me pull these out here. Okay, so here's the look. I did the eyeshadow palette. I pretty much did the colors I was saying. I kind of mixed this one and this one on my crease, and then did this one and this one on the outer edges and underneath my eye. Then I did this one and this one kind of in this area. And I think I took this one maybe right here and did it kind of in the middle of my eye. So anyway, there's the look. I didn't do 2 different looks because I forgot I had to still film. I didn't want to film with 2 different eyes. But anyway, so there's that going in the box. And then the mascara I'm giving, this is a bougie mascara. This is from Too Faced, and it's the Better Than SEX mascara. And so I love this mascara. It has the hourglass wand. Let me see if I can find mine. I should have had it pulled out here. It has the hourglass wand. Here's what it looks like. I love the hourglass wand. It's really full, but you can do a lot with it. So it's a lot like this one and the Tarte Big Ego are 2 of my favorites, and it's kind of a lot like that one. So I do have a lip liner on. I'm not giving a lip liner. I don't really have any duplicates or extra ones on those, but I do have a Tower 21 lip product. This is a gloss with just a little bit of a color. Here's what it looks like. And I love to wear this just along with some lip liner. Now this is lasting, like it'll stay for quite a while. So anyway, I'm going to throw this in there, and then so I just have a small Tower 28, but I'm going to give that, it's the same as this one I have that I use all the time. Anyway, so there's that. So anyway, here's a box full of goodies. Once again, we've got the mascara from Too Faced. We've got the Violet Voss Berries and Cream Dreams eye palette. We've got a pack of eyeliners. We've got some concealer by Anastasia Beverly Hills. We've got Benefit Brow Color and Wax Brow Pencil. We've got Charlotte Tilbury Highlighter. We've got the midi palette from Ofra. This is the 3 pinks, and actually the lighter pink could probably be used as a highlighter too. I didn't show that, but so this is kind of a blush highlighter palette. The e.l.f. primer. So this is the Power Grip Primer, and it definitely has a power grip. You can tell when you put it on. We have another blush here, which is the Benetint. This is the like tattoo, or almost, you know, it'll stay on once it's on. So that's just a small thing of that. Once again, the lip, Tower 28 lip. The Ciate London translucent powder. The Tarte Sculpt Tape, which is a bronzer. Bronzing drops, which I recommend putting with your foundation, but you can also use these. I suppose you could use them on your body, your face. If you just want to use them alone and kind of give a bronze look or whatever, you can do that. So anyway, there's that. And then the last thing I have in here is the Natasha Denona bronze and highlighter palette. This is awesome, this thing right here. Love it. Love anything Natasha Denona. So there we go. That's what I have. So I'm giving all this away, all these fun name brands. I'm giving all this away, and so to one lucky winner. And I don't have it quite figured out how I'm doing the giveaway, so just stick till the very end and I'll be letting you know how you can enter this giveaway. It will require a comment. I'm not sure how else we're gonna do it, but anyway, I'll let you know that. So anyway, if you want all these wonderful makeup products, then stay tuned and enter the giveaway. That's it for today. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I appreciate your support and you being here. And so thank you for being here. And I will see you guys all in the next one. All right, friends. Bye-bye.